still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I know it's me and you, but I know it's me and you. Don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt to maybe just a little? Cause you don't really but you hold on to me, cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. But I don't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know.
Holy.
We don't have to. She's there.
Holy smokes. If you can hear us, let us know. If you can see us, let us know. If anybody's out there, just let us know.
Bailey's there.
Holy cow.
Happy Friday.
Sarah, your hair. So she can see you. Can you hear us?
The funny thing is, my hair hasn't changed. It's just always in a bun.
It's usually, yeah.
I need to get it redone.
We have a story about that bun thing.
Do we?
Yeah, you about knocked me out.
Oh, yeah. It's on the list.
Well, welcome, guys.
Hello.
If you're out there, hopefully you can see us, hear us, because everything just, I don't know, it reset.
It doesn't like Fridays.
Well, it doesn't like updates. I'm finding that out. Like every little piece of this is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Like very sensitive. So you do a little Windows update and everything goes, I don't work no more.
Yeah.
And it goes back to default settings. So I lost all the cameras.
Yeah.
Like every camera at 6:30.
Yeah.
It was 6:30. At 6:30 was not working.
It was panic mode.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what to do, but I figured out what to do.
I have a quick question.
Ooh.
You know what the papers are from last week?
Could you imagine? Yeah. What do you need that for?
Because I had notes because we didn't do one whenever we for tour weeks ago.
Okay.
I had some stuff I want to talk about.
All right. Well, it's in the hallway.
Okay.
And you can get it underneath the unpaid bills. No, it's not much of a joke. Hello, Urel. Thank you so much for you guys' patience. Again, many tech difficulties. I'm still having them like right this second. I was just trying to move this thing out of the way.
Leave it. Just
there we
leave it.
go. I was trying to move it over here. There you go.
Don't mess with it.
Well, you can see it. I can see it better from here, and you can see it
Okay.
better from there.
That's why I turned on mine.
Okay.
So
that's where we're at.
we did a drier January.
Drier.
I heard somebody call it, which I didn't like, a damp January, and I thought sounds disgusting.
That sounds like a
I
female
didn't like it.
stimulation.
Didn't
Are you
like
feeling
it.
damp?
I didn't like it. So I'm just gonna go with the drier January. It's over. Just kidding. We're gonna have a shot though.
Yeah, I love you guys for being here. Seriously, for
Yeah.
sticking with us. It was, Sarah just sat on the couch and goes, "Can I support you in some way?"
I did.
And I was like, "Do you even know what I'm doing?" And you said, "Yeah, you're trying to get it to work." And I was like, "Yeah."
It's,
A lot more than that, but I appreciate
I learned
the thought and the effort.
I learned that my contribution was not talking to you.
Well,
Because I came in here to provide moral support, and you basically gave me the look of "get the F out of here."
because there was literally nothing you could do.
Yeah,
Literally nothing.
so I left.
Because if I could tell you NTSC, this one's not responding to that because of the SDI. You'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I even offered to be your camera waiver, and you said no.
No, I just pointed it at me, and I was the waiver. It's kind of, yeah, but I can't imagine like somebody in doing this as a live stream with this setup, right? That doesn't have some sort of IT background.
Yeah.
Or went down a rabbit hole for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, or worked in like radio or something.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like a production,
Yeah.
IT stuff like, because the only reason I knew how to do this because of my IT background.
We need to
That
drink.
was it. I was like, that was weird. All right.
Salud! Happy Friday.
I haven't even taken my gummy yet.
Scooter is not allowed to take his gummy before the show.
I got some good ones.
He just stares.
No. Those are the old ones. I got some new ones.
How long have you taken the new ones?
I've only taken it like once.
Okay.
Then
we don't know.
I just got them today.
Then you don't know.
No, I do know because they're the same as one I got before. And when I took those, I was like, that's when I was kind of beboppy. And my brain goes. Right now, my brain's just like, thank God we're here. We're not even wearing headphones today because I fixed up,
I feel like your hair is getting crazier as we go along.
Well, I was going to put headphones on to cover that, but I was like, screw it.
Where you at?
Nah. Then you can't see my eyes, my beautiful eyes.
Why
See?
did you do?
Oh, I should go this way.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Sexy time is here. All right. I don't know if anything works right now.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
But do check out our Patreon. We are okay. If we could not run into technical issues, we would have our Patreon up and running. Our Patreon
What are we doing
shows.
tomorrow? You want to attempt a Patreon?
We can do a
tomorrow?
Patreon tomorrow. We're gonna do a Patreon tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Oh, okay. It's very
Or
specific.
do you want to do it later? 5.
I saw to pick CJ by like 4:30. He said Saturday.
I'm just asking a question.
I don't care. Before
5.
it has to be before or after that.
Let's do 5.
Okay.
Okay. So, 6.
Yeah.
Jeez, babe.
Well, he has to get on the
You
bus
say,
home.
when do you want to do it? And then I tell you when. You said, no,
Well,
we can't do that. And then
It
that's
ends
why,
at
no.
4:30, and then he has to get the bus
Okay,
back.
but then don't open it up to like whenever.
That's what I said before or after.
Before, but you said 4:30.
Right. It ends at 4:30.
So I said 5. And you said, no.
Well,
I was like, well,
it's
give me a
like
time. 6?
6.
Okay.
2 or 6.
We're making
whichever
this
one of those.
announcement. We're doing it tomorrow at 6 p.m. Please hop onto our Patreon. It's $2 a month so they can pay for the Patreon.
Can I say it will be at 6. Scooter
Yeah.
will test things before that.
I will be, since what
Hours
happened today,
before.
I'm going to be deep diving into this so it doesn't happen again. Let's be honest. That's how I work. So if this works for you guys, we're going to do it tomorrow, 6 p.m. It's a Patreon. You do have to sign up for the Patreon so you can get the link. Please do that. Patreon.com/Sarah and Scooter. That's Sarah with an H and spell out the word and. Otherwise, I don't know where.
There's no ampersands in there.
No. So go ahead and check that out. And then sponsors.
And go.
First, our sponsor is brought to you today by Patience. Patience and perseverance. And
He only has one of those.
yeah, I don't I definitely have tenacity. I don't have patience. I have perseverance and tenacity. Patience, not my thing. But it's brought to you by Patience. No. Make sure to check out Lever Consulting, leverconsulting.com for a complimentary introductory consultation if you mention that Sarah and Scooter sent you over there.
Yes. And then also, we have Yaya's Embroidery.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
We should write her a theme song.
Coolest hats. Have you
Do you have a theme song?
Oh, you should make her one.
I can make you one
Yeah.
if you want one.
I mean, she's been posting the coolest stuff lately. Like the hats
We should write her a
making.
theme song. We'll write her a theme song. And we'll do that in exchange for we'll write you a theme song and you just stay as our sponsor. That's not like a good deal. We're making deals, man.
Hard deal right there.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at theme songs.
Yeah. I can do those.
I agree. So, yes, Yaya's Embroidery, Instagram, mention Sarah Scooter, 10% off your order.
Yeah. And I'll work on a theme song for you. I was like, I don't know,
She said that'd be cool.
maybe a 15-seconder or something like that.
Ooh.
Jarrell,
Oh, gosh. You're going like,
doing some embroidery. Yeah.
I don't She's like,
Explosions.
change her mind.
You want your stuff stitched. You gotta scratch that itch and order some embroidery.
Okay.
Hurt my throat.
Stupid.
I'm fired up.
That's good. It's better than
I'm
where
fired
you
up.
were.
I'm grumpy. Well, I'm not grumpy. I'm not grumpy. I was frustrated and I was kind of
You're
more
borderline.
sad. I was
Yeah.
more sad of I put in because we canceled the last one because the board fried.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, so I switched out the boards and then this time all the cameras stopped working. I'm
He's
like,
been working on this since it stopped and everything was like perfect
it was
and good. And
it was
yeah.
like click, click, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep, boop, boop.
He's like, let me show you all the things it can do. And I was like,
Except for
hey.
everything's not working. Yeah. So that's fine.
It's good. It's good. I don't want to push any of my buttons just in case. So you
You
go
can
ahead.
push you can push button. Well, I could try it.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Good thing.
Oh my gosh, I think it's working.
Yeah, we pushed a button.
Well, it
worked.
registered to work. So
Yeah.
if you guys are hearing the sounders, please let us know because we don't know.
It's
I
funny.
can't check it in post because we haven't posted.
It's funny looking at my
Gotta
good things
post.
from like 3 weeks ago
Mm.
and then seeing my good things today. It's crazy. It's like they all work together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'll go this week. I feel like this one's going to be a shout out, so I'm not going to say it.
I write down everything usually about 6:15,
Yeah.
6:30.
Nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing today. Sorry, guys.
So we got our teenager out of the house and hung out with us at a chocolate festival. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they call it a festival? They just called it
No,
a
they
chocolate.
call it a chocolate. CJ, what they call the chocolate thing we went to? Is chocolate
Saloon.
salon.
Salon?
No, it was a chocolate salon. You were so close.
Oh, okay.
There's a big difference. It was salon, right? Yeah.
Okay.
CJ confirmed. It
So
was
it was just a room.
it was a chocolate salon.
I thought it'd be bigger than it was, but it was literally.
What do you mean? There were so many people in there. Was it?
I
The
know.
room wasn't very big, but there were so many vendors.
Yeah, it literally was
It
just
had
a
to been
room.
like 30 vendors.
It was a room full of chocolate and teas, and some jam. There was a jam vendor, and you literally just went in there, and it was funny. So you had to buy tickets on Eventbrite. When you got to the front desk, I had my ticket up, because usually they scan it and they're just like, 3 of you? I said, yeah. Like, all right, don't go too hard, too fast.
Pace yourself.
Did you not want to scan my ticket? Could I have just gone to this for free? Because it wasn't expensive, but still, I was like, we're not even checking tickets, but it was cool.
No.
But there was a lot of options. We got chocolate wasted within like 10 minutes. It didn't even take us very long. Scooter had 100% chocolate. Not ideal.
So
CJ also did. He was like,
I kind of tricked him because it was like, oh, my mouth is full of food.
I was vamping for once.
Well, no, but it was funny because I was handing him like good stuff. And I was like, all these good sweets and this. And I was like, you'll like this. And I was like, oh, try this one. 100% chocolate.
He was like, what do we do with this? I'm like, get some water. Get some water. He's like, I think it sucked all the water out of my face. So my sister and her husband went earlier than we did. And we went after because we're not morning people.
I'm not.
So there was a couple of vendors that we missed that she's like, oh, you should have went to those. But there was a good amount, like the 3D chocolate one, we didn't go to. Like as soon as you walked in on the left, there was like they had almost a whole like 2 tables. And she said they were like the nicest people and they had really good chocolate. We didn't go to them.
What are you talking about?
We're at the chocolate event.
When we walk in, the first people on the left were jelly.
Okay. So you walk in and you turn right.
Jeez, that's not the first person on your left if you turn right.
Well, it was to me. Because there was the brownie people, and then across from the brownie people was the whole 3D chocolate people.
Oh,
and they had really good chocolate. We didn't get anything. But we got brittle. We got chocolate
spicy brittle
tea.
Oh.
We got chocolate energy bars. Some guy had potato salad stuff. We got that. We don't know. We don't really know it was here. There's no chocolate in it, but it was good.
We got concentrated
coffee.
Concentrated coffee. I've been having one of those per day for the last 2. Well, that's twice. The last 2 days in a row.
It's not hurting your belly?
No, because it's cold brew, man. And it's sealed in a thing. And then as soon as you open it, I think it only lasts like 10 days.
Okay.
So you have to use it. But I was like,
well, you drink like 3 cups of coffee a day. So.
Well, it makes, yeah, but I'm only drinking one of those per day.
Wow.
Well, because I was drinking a normal coffee.
Oh.
And then that one, because I didn't know if it was going to jack me up.
Yeah.
So I was like, now I just might make iced coffee in the mornings. Not as easier to push the button and just let it brew. But the other one.
Then just the mixture with water and ice?
No, there's science. So I take 8 ounces of water, 4 ounces of almond milk.
Oh.
2 servings of the concentrate, put a scoop of ice in it,
make like a latte.
and then I put a tablespoon of natural sugar in there in a mason jar.
Shake it.
And I shake it.
So you have lattes for breakfast now. That's
not a latte.
Literally coffee with milk.
Coffee with milk is not latte. Espresso with milk is latte. Different.
I don't think you're right.
I am right. No.
Cafe latte is
a latte.
It's coffee with milk.
No, it's espresso.
I think, like by definition of the words, cafe latte is coffee with milk.
You're Italian all of a sudden.
Is it Italian?
Yes.
Or just Latin?
Why do you think you're funny?
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure it's just a latte.
It's Italian. Venti, grande, those are all Italian words, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm stupid.
No, you're right.
Yeah, that's where all that comes from. That's where the cappuccino comes from.
Yeah.
Espresso comes from, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
All right. I just feel like cafe latte means coffee with milk.
It's a me, Italiano.
Mario. What were we on? We were at Good Things. Chocolate Festival. What do you have for a good thing this week? You can't say the Eggers because that's a shout out.
I don't remember. Like my brain is like just thinking about routing camera wires.
I don't know what else we did this week.
Like half my computer's not even plugged in right now. Because I don't know where stuff goes.
I mean, if you can do the music in this one, I put it in my shout out, but we can do it in a good thing.
Oh, we went out to music?
We did.
Live music. That's why we weren't here actually last Friday.
Yeah.
We went out and saw our good friend Chris Hamilton.
Yeah.
And
not related.
No. Not by
we think.
No, we know.
We don't know that.
Yeah, he's adopted. So he doesn't even have the surname. He
doesn't matter.
biological surname of
Doesn't
Hamilton.
matter. You seem to be connected to people related to you.
We talked about it at length. Him and I talked about it at length.
Just saying. We actually don't know.
And all of a sudden he's like, so yeah, I do come from that side of Canada.
He's actually, I am from Ottawa.
Oh, yeah.
Watch out for those Hamilton genes. Are you a musician?
Yeah, if you're a musician and you have last name Hamilton, you're a little artistic and autistic, you're a Hamilton.
Cry often?
Yeah. So no, we went and saw them. National Lines was there. Seth Kaminsky, he was there. He's everything.
Yeah.
He could do everything. But yeah, their band Ambiverse, National Lines, and Seth Kaminsky. It was really fun. We brought 3 of the what do we call them? Punk kids.
Yeah.
The punk kid crew of Mariah's friends, and Mariah didn't even go.
She was sick. She couldn't make the drive.
But we did take 3 of her friends there.
Yeah.
2 of them have already seen these guys before because I took them 2 years ago.
Has it been that long?
No, it's been a year and a half.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a
18
year and a
months.
half.
Yeah. Last time.
A year and a half ago, I took both of them. And then we got an extra one this time. It was a school.
Yeah.
I like bringing people to experience. My buddy Will showed up. My buddy Riza showed up. She showed up. That was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. Me and Riza talked about how we wanted to be in our Kirkland pants, but we chose to put real pants on like adults.
Yeah.
And then we regretted it.
I put on shoes.
Yeah. We really wanted our Kirkland joggers back on. And we learned that we both have the same pair of Kirkland joggers.
I'm sure.
And then I learned Becca also has the same pair of Kirkland joggers.
Well, Costco has infiltrated Sacramento.
I'm just saying they're so comfy.
I'm just saying we have, 3 within 10 minutes of here.
Yeah.
One of them is within 2 minutes of here.
It's wonderful.
No, one of them is probably within 5. The other 2 are between 10 and 15 minutes away. So
I don't know why real pants exist. I think we
No,
should
they
all just
shouldn't.
wear comfy joggers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just be naked.
No.
You'd be cold.
I'd be freezing. All right.
We get back to that damn
My other good thing. 32 Degrees was having a sale.
Oh, 32 Degrees. What is that?
They do clothing.
Oh, no.
They do exercise gear and like comfy sweaters like this one. Anyways, I got Scooter's like, there's a box here for you. And it's a large box.
She was out of town, and the biggest box we've ever received, unless it was furniture.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than this box would have to be furniture.
Yeah.
This box was as big as this table.
It wasn't that big.
Yeah.
It was like the size of the mat, and then up here.
Yeah. I mean, it was like 3 by 3, 3.5 by 3.5.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was big.
Yeah, it was a big box. And then he's
full.
like, "What did you get?" And I said,
I don't know. She said, I don't know. I was like, man, you're not drunk ordering. I do. You don't. You don't do that.
It's just they were having a sale, and I thought, I mean, this all seems like a really good deal. So I got like 4 pairs of exercise pants, and I got this comfy sweater, and I got a purple comfy sweater and a jacket and a pair of pajamas and a free scarf because I had ordered so many things. But the crazy thing is, even after all that stuff, because the sale was so good, and everyone should check them out because they're amazing, it was only like $115. Not including
it was
shipping.
pretty cool.
It was a lot of things. I was with Scooter. I was like, who ordered all these things? Oh, and I got 2. I got this, a sweater, a running jacket, and then also like a rainy jacket. It was crazy.
No, it looked good.
When I saw everything, I thought, you're right. Who ordered all this
The wares, you fared with your wares.
I did. And then I got rid of a bunch of stuff because you have to balance it out. You can't just keep adding stuff to your closet.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Yes, you can. I feel like if you're still wearing it, you can. Why are you getting rid of stuff if it's still in rotation?
Because it shouldn't be. Like, I finally got rid of the pants that have a hole in them. Like, why am I keeping a pair of pants that have a hole in them?
Wait, why are you like that? How many friends can you have?
2.
So if you make a new friend, you got to kick one out?
Yes.
That's
I only have
insane.
capacity. This is why I haven't had a new friend since CJ was born. I have 2 friends. I have Valerie and Erlia. And really, there's no more space.
No.
I have acquaintances, but capacity for friends is a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, depends on the friend.
I don't know.
I feel like if a friend takes a lot of work,
yeah,
then they're not your friend.
Oh my gosh. Can I just say,
yeah, you can.
It's not even, it doesn't fit anywhere, but it was the cutest thing ever. So I have a cousin who's very close in age to me. I think he's like 8 months older than I am. And so I'm very chatty with his partner, and we talk a lot about like kids and life and whatever. I try to see her every time I'm in the area.
Who's this?
Nichiren.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So she messaged me the other day, and they have a 2.5-year-old. Is he 2.5?
Yeah,
He just turned
he's
2.
almost the same age.
As Elle?
Yeah, as Elle.
Yeah.
Almost the exact same age.
Yeah. And he's friggin' adorable. He's the sweetest little kid. So they, for the first time since he's been born, they had a night without him. He spent the night at her mom's house. And she was like, he didn't even miss me.
And
like,
they went to a hotel,
They
right?
went to a hotel in Pismo. So they live in Santa Barbara, went to a hotel in Pismo. Just Nichiren. I don't know what Scott was doing. So she messaged me and she's like, he doesn't miss me. Is this normal? I was like, well, he's missing all the time.
He's also
He's
less than
2.
3. It was like, he's just like, if I'm entertained.
But it was so cute because she's like, this is my first time with that. This is our first time without him. She's like, I'm also kind of drunk because I haven't had a drink in like 2 years since he's been born. So she's like, I'm drunk and I miss my kid. And I'm like, I think you should go hang out with Scott.
Yeah, you should go explore.
I was like, go be
You're in a
free.
hotel
Like,
next to the ocean, dude.
I just like, this is like the cutest thing ever. Cause I mean, as a first time parent, the moment, like the first night when your kid's not there, you're like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Do we sleep because we're exhausted? Do we hang out and have conversations? Like, what do we miss our kid? Like, what do we do? And then it was cute because the next day she's like, I picked him up. Yeah, like we weren't even gone. I was like,
Hey, Mom. You get in the back. That was my saddest moment of my whole life. I remember that moment. It was because your first one.
Yeah.
You always remember that. I was like, it was Ariel. The first time that I was kind of going, wow. I mean, you didn't even miss me.
Right.
Was when I pulled up, I think it was elementary school. Maybe it was 1st or 2nd grade. It was a little while. I mean, maybe it was kindergarten. I don't know. But it was in Washington, and I pulled up the car, and she just got in. I parked, where you park to go, and then you sign out your kid. I parked. As soon as I go, put it in park, the door opened. Hi, Dad. And got in. I would go, what the living crap is this? I was like, no. I'm supposed to go in there and pick you up. And she just gets in. Hi, Dad. I was like, no.
It's sad. So, like, if you're a parent and you haven't experienced this yet, it's going to make you cry. You're going to be like, but you have to realize your kids love the crap out of you. But also, they don't realize.
They need space.
They're not thinking, oh, man, my parents really want me to be excited to see them. They're just like, yeah, it's my parents. It's whatever.
But it's also, they just like anybody else, they need space, man.
Yes.
I'm trying to get this, my bowl to one.
It's just a lot of loud noise. Just
trying to get it out of there.
Just put it on the mat.
No.
Those are all my good things. What do you got? Anything else?
Probably, but I wasn't thinking about that.
Okay.
Things are working right now, so that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
I restrung my guitar. Restrung my guitar.
Yeah.
The house doesn't smell like fish.
Oh man, that was a rough one.
We had
that was my bad.
Codtastrophe.
We did have a codtastrophe.
We had a codtastrophe earlier, so earlier this week. So the house doesn't smell like fish right now. That's
super
nice.
Exciting.
I
really think so there's a brand called Audubon,
Obadon.
something like that.
Obadon.
It's not Obadon.
Audubon is the fast thing. So
isn't it Audubon? Like
Obadon.
odor ban.
I don't know. Maybe it's odor ban.
They sell it at Home Depot. Anyways, it comes in like these little rocks and it just sucks up odors from your house. And I really think it friggin' worked.
Well, something worked.
We sprayed.
Either we smell like fish right now and we can't tell.
Because yesterday I came home and I was like,
gross.
It smells like friggin' fish in this house still.
Yeah, it was gross.
Anyways, let's rant it up. Another button.
So that was about it. Yes, you do.
I'm scared.
Just try it.
Okay. Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week.
Okay, I want to share last week's rant. 3 weeks ago rant. Last. And then also right now rant. I don't know what I put when I said medium isn't medium. Do you know what that means? That's my rant from like 3 weeks ago.
No, what are you talking about?
I don't know. It just says medium isn't
If you
medium.
didn't bring it up, how would I know what it is?
I had to have told you. Medium isn't medium.
You don't know. Like, you always save stuff for the podcast, so if you don't say it, I don't ever hear it.
Okay, we'll go to this one. So 3 weeks ago, I was this is a travel rant. Scooter loves these. I already told him this.
Traveling with Sarah.
Yay! So I stayed in a hotel, obviously. And the air conditioner only had 2 options. It's kind of like the one here in this house. It's either fire or ice. That's all you had. So I put it to 70. I think it was 75. I like a good 75 to balance out my life. I know that's warm for people, but I like it. I went to an audit. I came back. It was so hot in there. The thermostat couldn't register the temperature. You know when the things go to 88 because it can't go any further? It stayed there. And I was like, why? Why is it hell in my room? It was bad even for me. And I like warm rooms.
What county were you in?
Where
What city were you in?
was I?
Hell. Wherever it was. It was hell.
Escondido. I think it was in Escondido. Yes. I thought I was going to die. It was awful.
It's the El Diablo.
So then I had to turn the air conditioner on. And then, of course, I was freezing. And it was like 4 degrees. That was
An
my rant
El
number one.
Diablo.
Why can't it just work? But also ours here, I was talking to my sister because I feel like we have the same thermostat right now.
Well, that was my rant too.
Oh, good. You ranted up.
That was the thermostat here.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just having thermostat problems.
Same.
Go ahead, talk
But
about
ours here. Well, it was the catastrophe that started the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? And so Sarah, lovely Sarah, we found this. It was kind of I think we talked about it the other time. It was like a couple weeks ago about you finding cod. We found cod.
Black cod.
I know. I looked at it and you go, we can't get that. It's too expensive. And I was like, okay. But she goes, hold on. How much is it?
Yeah.
And then
It's cheap.
it wasn't cheap. I mean,
It was
cod.
$5.99 a pound.
Okay.
That's cheap for meat. For
But
protein.
I understand. But then she got it.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to cut it up.
I had to fillet it.
and then fillet it and then marinate it and cook it.
Yes.
This time they had one there that was all cut up.
Yes. So I thought,
Bad idea.
genius.
No,
It wasn't.
it was really tasty.
Yeah.
But the house, like, it's like somebody took a raw fish and shoved it up your butthole, and it sat there for 3 weeks. And that it just was everywhere.
It's like someone took raw fish and just painted the walls with it.
No,
It's what
it
felt like.
It felt like it was in your skin.
They put it in the filter.
You
in the
you
vent.
left.
I did.
You're like, whoa, it smells here.
I said,
Skirt.
smells
And she left
so
for
bad.
a couple days.
I'm gonna stay in a hotel for 2 days. I'll see you guys
Stevie
later.
and I are going, gross. So yeah, that's when I was like, I don't know what to do. I tried to find I thought maybe you dropped some somewhere. So I was kind of bleaching counters. I was bleaching the drain. I was taking out the garbage. I was doing all the stuff. Then I turned on all the fans.
Open the windows.
I turned on the fans. All of our little fans. I opened up the windows, turned on the fans, and put dryer sheets behind the fans so that it would push dryer sheet freshness into the universe. It helped, but still, it was like if you left and came back, I was like, fish.
You noticed, yeah.
So the thermostat problem, how that all stems into that, is up in our room. I was like, okay, I can't leave the window open and the fan going because it's already like 60, down to almost 60 degrees in there. So I was like, I'll turn off the fan, but leave the window open, turn the heater on.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, and it climbed from 60 to 70 pretty quick. And by 8 a.m. in the morning, it's like mid 80s. And we're talking, it's not that hot, like 80 some degrees if you're hanging out outside.
Yeah.
But if you're laying in bed trying to sleep and the vent is going on your face,
it's insane.
Like, it's really gross.
Yeah.
So that was my rant. Like, our thermostats don't know how to, like, just quit.
Yeah.
Like, turn off.
No, they don't.
They're like, oh, I've hit 75. That must mean you want to go to 90.
Right.
I was like, no, like, lay off the accelerator, bro.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, even if you turn them off, they still blow hot air for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
was like fans was like, hey, dude,
It's ridiculous.
I was frozen
Yeah.
all summer.
Yeah, I know.
The fan was frozen all summer because we didn't have enough. What was it called?
Coolant.
Antifreeze.
Yeah.
And cool. It's called coolant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
All right. And also, I found this thing for Scooter, and I thought it'd be amazing for him. It's called green noise.
Nah.
We saw a commercial, and it said if you
I'm still
want
traumatized.
something to help your brain go to sleep, you use green noise. And I was like, perfect. So I said, hey, computer guy, play green noise while we sleep. And so at the beginning, it was great. To me, it sounded a lot like white noise. But then for some reason, whenever it wanted to, it started making like extra noise. It did like bird sounds.
I will tell you what it did. First, it sounded like a truck, like leaving or driving on a freeway or a road. And I'm like, oh, we heard this like, and I'm like, okay. I was like, I got up, I couldn't find where it's coming from. Okay, so I was like, somebody must be an early morning. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it was like 4 a.m. And I was like, then I went back to sleep and I was like, all of a sudden, I heard birds. I'm like, wow, this is a strange time to hear birds. More birds showed up. Big birds showed up. And I was like, these are tropical birds that I can hear. I lost it. Because I don't want to say the word.
Yeah.
But her name's Ziggy.
Can't hear you. You're good.
Okay. But I yelled at her because I got up and at first, not at first, but the second time I thought, no, there was like an alarm.
There was three.
Also,
Yeah.
the third one was a. And I'm like, that's an alarm sound. That's like a soft alarm. And I was like, if this is Saturday morning, it was a Saturday.
It? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Saturday morning. And I'm like, if that effing kid, I'm thinking if CJ has an alarm to go off at 5 a.m., I'm going to lose my mind. I get up and because our echo, our dot is between, not all that far, but it's coming from that direction. So I walk up and I was like, I put my shorts on because I'm going out. I'm going out there. I'm heated. And all of a sudden, it's mine. So they go, and I say her name. Stop. She stops. I don't even know did you hear it? That's the only part you heard.
That's what I heard.
That's the only part you heard.
And that's what made me
laugh. You didn't hear the cars driving around. You didn't hear the tropical bird flew over.
No.
Whatever it was.
I heard you get up and you're like, blah, blah, stop. And I was like, oh, what happened?
I was mad at her but I was mad at you. I was like, this is not green noise. This is a tropical forest full of birds.
Stick with white noise. Don't do green noise. Yeah, it's not.
And also, moral of the story, I could not sleep in Fern Gully.
Right. Which is
too
so. The
loud.
funny thing is, I slept through all of that, but I can't sleep through music. I can't sleep through people singing songs. And
Scooter, nobody was singing.
No, but when you listen to like Octane, all I hear is people singing, and I can't sleep through that. I'm like, it makes me want to get up and like sing with them. But the noises, I'm just like, I didn't even notice.
You didn't hear the music
you're
at
the
all?
complete opposite. Didn't even notice.
But yeah, when you're traveling, I have music going the whole time.
Yeah, I just thought it was hilarious.
Great.
All right, my next one. I don't like being an adult and having to work with other adults on like group projects. I didn't like group projects when I was in school. I don't like them as an adult. It gets on my nerves, and I feel like I'm on a board. We have a mission. We have things to do. But the amount of times that I feel like I am holding people's hands to get things done, I'm just like, I'm too old to be on a friggin' group project.
And the people that you're talking to are older than you.
Yeah, I hate adult group
when do
projects.
you learn your lesson?
I don't know. I'm not made for them is what I'm understanding. So if I did an interview and someone's like, do you work well in a team? I'm going to be like, as long as it's not a group project. I don't do them. I'm sorry. I don't work well with others.
I work great on a team as long as you're not on my team and nobody else is on my team.
Right. I work great knowing we're a team together, but let's not have to do things together because I don't want to.
I'll get my stuff done. Man.
Right. All right, my last one. I went to book rooms. We're going to have a trip coming up in March.
Yeah.
And I went to book rooms room.
This one's something.
It's annoying. Went to book a room for us in Washington for Scooter, myself, and CJ. And if I say that there's 3 people in a room that has 2 queen beds, they charge me an extra fee for one person. And I'm like, but your thing literally says up to 4. Actually, it says up to 6 people can sleep because there's 2 queen beds and there's a pull-out sofa. And I'm like, why are you charging me extra for one person if it says it can hold 6? And the weird thing is that like we have another hotel booked for a festival we're going to in August in California, and there's 5 people in there, and there's no fee.
Yeah, it's a whole house.
Yeah.
With 5 people.
And there's 0
no
extra fee. But for some reason, if I say on this thing that there's 3 people staying in a room that's meant for 6, now there's an extra person fee. So I just said there's only 2 of us.
Or just 1.
That's what, when I was going through like all of my little travel blog things, people were like, I don't ever say there's more than 1 person.
Because I thought that was a thing. And I was saying that before. I don't know if anybody else knows, because chime in if you want. Because I thought, I'm in my 50s now. I do remember being in my 20s and my early 30s that was a thing. And then they got rid of it. Like it was like that was dumb.
From what I read,
they all realized it was dumb.
It happens a lot overseas, from what I've heard. And I also thought maybe because there's like breakfast included, so you're paying for like breakfast, but we don't even eat breakfast. So to me, I'm like, we don't eat breakfast. CJ will, but you and I don't eat breakfast when we stay in hotels. For breakfast. Also, I get breakfast for free because I stay at a hotel so much. But it still annoyed me that I'm like, why am I paying $30 for a person when the room holds 6 and we're only having half the people that fit in that room?
Yeah, I mean.
So I just said there's only 2 people.
I mean, what are they going to eat? One more bagel?
But he's eating for 3 weeks. I mean, it's 1. We're not even going to have breakfast.
Well,
I just want to be like, listen, we're not going to, I'll sign something. We're not going to have breakfast.
But it's, mathematically, and I was just, it's kind of like the tip thing, right? If you raised your prices 20% across the board, just raised them, and then paid your employees 20% more.
Yeah.
You kind of, your waiters or and waitresses 20% more. You fix the whole problem.
Yeah.
Same concept there is like if it's a 10% increase, just increase the price of the room by 10%.
Yeah.
Across the board. Some people are going to eat, some people are not. You just made more money. Like I don't get this whole like
this weird extra.
I don't need transparency.
Yeah.
I was like, how much is it?
Right.
And then all the fees. Screw the fees.
Yeah.
Just give me how much it is. Just how much it is.
Because they don't charge me less because I'm by myself. Like when I travel alone, they don't charge me less for a room because it's not a double.
But I'm also one of those people who's like, I just charge me what it costs you to pay your people and a cost of things to do stuff.
Or
these fee things are weird.
I know.
Taxes, I get.
Yeah.
Taxes you have to kind of, this is your tax, but why are they saying fees?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
I know. All right, let's what's up you and you.
So what's up in you?
Sacramento.
What's up in you?
Rob Schneider's going to be in town this weekend. He's pretty funny.
You like him, huh?
And it's pretty good. And there's also a barber.
You can do it. That's what he's known for, right?
There's also a barber battle, which I thought would be really fun to go to.
Barber?
Yeah. So it's at like a hotel, and all the barbers just show off their skills. I think that'd be actually really fun.
Huh.
I know.
Do they have... I wonder how that works.
Like, I don't know.
Wouldn't that be wild how that works? Like, one that you'd have to do ebony hair. You'd have to do women's ebony hair.
Right?
You'd have to do blonde, straight-haired, like, boy cut with a fade.
Right?
You'd have to do a fade.
There's got to be, like, really cool competitions happening.
You'd have to do...
But I want to go.
Asian hair, right?
Yeah.
You'd have
because you're not a good barber if you can't do it all.
No, seriously. Think about that. I was like, you'd have to do, like... Jewish hair, like the curly, but not real tight curly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How cool would that be?
Marcy said like a Sweeney Todd showdown.
Well,
I'll be honest, if someone showed up with Sweeney Todd,
if you have to sign a waiver at the beginning,
Scooter would do it. If someone's like, listen, I'm going to cut your hair, but I'm going to have these scissors on my hands, he'd be like, I'm in.
No. This is Sweeney Todd.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking of
I am
Edward
thinking- I am
Scissorhands.
thinking Edward
Sweeney Todd
Scissorhands.
definitely kills you.
My bad.
Sweeney Todd kills you, and then they eat you.
I've never seen that one.
Edward
That's Becca's
Scissorhands
favorite.
just has
Is Sweeney
is
Todd.
eating humans.
No, that show movie.
Oh,
Play?
the movie. There's a
Movie.
movie.
Is
I've
there a
never seen
movie?
it's a play. It was always
There's
a play.
movie.
I didn't
I'm
know there was a-
pretty sure.
I've never seen the movie, but I know it's a play.
Yeah. Huh. Or I said play that same guy. That's why I got confused.
Is it?
That's what she said.
Oh, is it? Is it really?
You forgot his name, didn't you?
I did. I almost thought it was. I almost said RDJ, and it's not.
No.
It's the younger guy.
It's Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
We didn't figure
I
that
didn't
out.
know he
Marcy
played.
told us.
Oh, he did play in a movie, Sweeney Todd. You're right. I just never saw that.
Yeah, Becca loved that movie. It's like one
But
of
he
her
also
favorites.
played like all the iconics. Then he
did
played because he played Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
He played freaking Tonto.
Cry Baby.
He played what?
He was in the movie Cry Baby.
I'm talking about iconic
That is iconic.
characters, like characters through
How
literature.
Dare you?
Crybaby. What's his name then? What's
I
the
don't
what's the
know.
iconic character
Pretty
they
sure
plays
his
in
name is
Crybaby?
Crybaby.
There you go. What is his name?
Marcy
you don't even
knows.
know.
Marcy is not
That
Crybaby.
makes no sense.
Where's Becca?
That makes no sense. That's not an iconic literature character.
I feel like it is.
Now,
I think you're wrong.
maybe Crybaby was a book.
Let
We're
me-
not talking like Sweeney Todd level, Willy Wonka level, Tonto,
You're gonna hurt Becca's feelings.
Right?
Where's Becca?
from
Becca,
the
get in
Lone
chat.
Ranger,
Where's Becca?
where he wore red face.
Oh yeah.
He got to wear red face.
Isn't Johnny Depp character Crybaby?
No, there's one called Baby Driver.
No.
That's not him though.
Have you never seen Crybaby
No.
with Ricky Lake?
Sweeney
wasn't-
Todd is also one of
I'm
my
sorry, You have to.
favorite
you had
movies.
to have seen
Marcy's
it.
with Ricky Lake. Wasn't that Hairspray?
No, Crybaby.
I just remember she did Hairspray too, right?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Redid that as a movie, which
watch
was
it.
a play.
Anywho's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that.
Next one. That was Barber Battle. That was okay.
Barber
Fresno.
Battle. Hold on. Do it again.
Fresno.
What's up in you?
They have the Great Gatsby ballet, which I thought sounded really good. But also, so you know how we did the Avatar live?
Yeah.
They have Cowboy Bebop live.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I know.
That'd be
That'd be
super
cool.
rad.
All right. Seattle.
What's up in you?
Shane Gillis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd go see Shane Gillis. He's
Would
funny.
you really?
He's funny. We've watched him on his specials.
Well, I know who he is. I didn't know you did.
We watched him together.
I understand that, but I was like,
I sat here and watched him with you.
well, you watched this, but I know more. Like, does that make sense?
No,
Like he's considered controversial.
they're all controversial. They're comedians.
Seriously,
I'm
but
the one who's not.
what's his name? Blake, or Nate.
Bargatze?
He is not controversial.
He's very funny though. There was someone. Oh, who's the?
Jim McGaffigan.
He's coming to Sacramento also. Not this weekend.
He's a little bit controversial, but
He's
not.
getting a little more.
He's getting a little bit because he's
controversial.
getting older and like
Yeah.
doesn't give F's.
I think Bargatze's gonna get there too. He's also funny. Both. Of them.
I don't know.
I would see both of
Dusty
them.
Slays.
He's coming next
He's
month
not
too?
controversial though.
Dusty Slay's not.
No, he's not.
Are you sure?
He doesn't even cuss.
I don't think you have the cuss to be controversial.
I understand that.
Look at. I
It's
almost
like-
said
but he
Shazam. What's his
doesn't
name?
even.
Sinbad.
Which is what do they call that? What's the effect of that?
The Shazam effect.
No. Where?
Are we talking about how the Shazam wasn't a movie with him in it?
Yeah. We were talking about the other one where
Oh,
Shaq wasn't a
yes.
genie.
Bailey said shot o'clock. Let me go get our little bottle.
Get his sleep. Shot o'clock. She's going to get a. Yeah, I'm in. Man, it was such a rough. I had a rough time getting to this point. I downed like a bunch of roast. But no, it was. What is that? Mandela. It's the Mandela effect, right? I think it's the Mandela effect. No, that's not what I said. Shazam. What?
Wasn't that the movie with Sin? What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Everyone brings that one up, and they're like, it's not a movie with Sinbad in it. With Shazam. Everyone's like, no, there's only the Shaq one. And people are like, I own the movie. You're wrong.
No, Shaq doesn't exist in one.
What?
Right?
Yes, he did. He was a genie.
In what?
Pretty sure it was also called Shazam. I need your glass. B, why didn't you tell me you need another one? I wanted your shot glass.
Oh, thanks.
Kazam!
But who was in Kazam? Exactly.
One of them.
But not both of them.
They're very close. One's Shazam, one's Kazam.
No, this is
Okay, Shaq was Kazam.
not Sinbad.
Sinbad was Shazam.
Shazam was that's a what?
Marcy, help him out.
Don't help me out. This
Tell
is
him what I'm
Mandela. Mandela effect. You guys can look this up. Okay. I don't believe you. It doesn't mean that I'm right. I'm just saying the Mandela effect, there's something to do with that being the Mandela effect when it comes to Kazam, it comes with the genie, it comes with Sinbad, it comes with Shaq. There's something about the Mandela effect with those three things. See, Sinbad was in Shazam, and yes, it's part of the Mandela effect. There you go. Nailed it. Right, because I don't think one of them didn't play a genie or something to that effect. Does that make sense? But we all just somehow got it into our brains. So, and I think and the Mandela effect had to do with, we thought Nelson Mandela was dead or something like that.
Who did?
Like, I don't know. There's a history between what it's called the Mandela effect.
Okay.
They both played genies in each.
Yeah.
That sounds high.
I was like, I don't understand the Mandela effect. They were both genies in
I
two
don't understand the
movies.
Mandela effect either, but all I know...
Maybe because Shaq's was called Kazam and not Shazam, and people thought it was Shazam.
Probably.
Because their covers look very similar, I think. They're two big black guys that are genies. And they're like cross-pollinate.
Yeah.
We're cheersing Bailey.
I've met Sinbad.
And we will... Oh, wait, we can't cheers you Bailey yet. Let me finish this, and then we'll do our shout out. Last one, Houston.
What's up in you?
So they have this really cool thing called the Rooftop Cinema Club, where you just go and watch movies on the rooftop of this building, and I thought it sounded fantastic. And they do it like all the time.
Where's that at?
Houston.
Houston.
And then they also have Lunar New Year Market Festival.
Say that again.
Lunar New Year Market Festival.
Where? In Houston?
I'm done.
Is there a large, like, Chinese...
Asian?
No, because that's a Chinese New Year. That's a Chinese year thing.
Yeah.
Not Asian.
I think it's
Chinese.
big cities. You probably just do that.
I'm just saying. Because it is the Lunar New Year. The
Yeah.
Lunar year this year.
Yeah.
Right? It's lunar?
Mm-hmm.
Not like...
Because Chinese New Year just passed.
Not rat or year.
What?
What I'm saying, this year is like a lunar year.
What's the difference?
I don't know. It has to do with their calendar thing. Every year has something different.
But there's always an animal.
Then why is it lunar?
I don't know. But
Okay, then.
there's always an animal that represents the year.
But I think that's a Chinese thing, right?
Someone's going to help us.
Year of the snake.
Marcy, just be on the show.
See, year of the snake.
You have so much information.
Either that or she's got like her Google.
Google
She's
on
talking
point.
to her Google.
All right, you ready?
But
now,
whoever talks the loudest is the smartest. That's me.
That's not true. All right. Oh, no. I broke it.
Geoparty.
Ooh, that took a minute. We were concerned. Yeah, she's saying or be on Jeopardy.
She's not. She's just answering questions.
She should be on
Okay, you're getting
Pop Culture
distracted.
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Marcy, Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Well, one of our friends is on that.
They were.
Did he make it out?
We watched it together.
With Todd?
The Trebekis.
Oh, I remember.
Yes. They were only on the one episode.
It was
they
the
didn't make it.
special gummies that I was using.
It really was. He stopped talking for like a week. But yeah, you should do Pop Culture Jeopardy. You know a lot of things about pop culture life.
Who does?
Marcy.
Yeah. Then who else is gonna be on there?
Leslie. I feel like they both know a lot.
But they know
Becca.
the same thing. They need a ringer.
They need Becca.
They need an 80s ringer.
It'll be concerning, but you should take Becca with you.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcy, Becca, and Scooter on Jeopardy? That'd be hilarious.
No.
But realistically, that's a good mix. I'm trying really hard to get Scooter and Ariel on Beach Shazam.
It's not about quick enough, Rebecca. I just feel like something might slip. Your real opinions might slip out.
That's what editing's for. It's fine. It's not live.
It's not live. That's not live.
We are doing a shout out.
Bailey, Ryan, Rebecca, Marcy, Urel, get in there. Keith, if you made it back, or you might be taking a nap because you're retired.
Oh, lucky bum.
Lucky bum. We're taking a shot at tequila for Bailey
and baby
Blake Louise
is here. She has arrived
as of what? 2 days ago?
25th. Wasn't it 25th?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, it was the 25th.
Yeah, it was.
That was the date.
I'm pretty sure it was on the picture.
6 days ago?
Yeah. She's a whole 6 days
She's like old. Okay, drink this.
Oh,
salud. We're drinking 1942.
We're terrible, Bill.
27.
27.
Oh, yeah, it was a Monday.
Yeah, it was a Monday. Sorry, Bailey. 27.
Well, some of my favorite posts.
I thought it was just going to be the 25th. That's why.
I think it was scheduled 25th. I think. That's what I think she said. I don't know.
I don't remember.
I think she got bumped to 5:45 a.m. on a Monday. But no, when it comes to January, holy smokes. The longest. I mean, it's still not even over.
Right.
We're on our last day today.
It's been January for about 45 days.
It seriously feels like this year's been so long.
Yeah.
Thanks to January.
Yeah. Ooh. Not do this again, guys. Don't recommend. I feel like
it's like the 67th day of January.
I don't recommend it. I'm over it already.
I'm drinking seltzers.
I am also drinking a seltzer, and I don't understand why people drink them. They have a weird aftertaste.
Well, they taste like
metal.
Fine.
It tastes like metal. I tried your lime one, and I was like, this tastes like metal.
The only one because we're doing a moist January.
Stop.
Where disgusting. We're not completely dry, but we're
doing a drier January.
But we're not completely wet.
No.
We're just like getting there.
Disgusting.
We've had good conversation.
The fact that people called it a damn January is
We've
so
had some
gross.
good conversation. He said a few good jokes. Took me to dinner.
No one likes the word moist.
But so I'm not quite wet January. I'm just a little moist.
No.
Like a
moist and damp are both awful. No one. Let's just say we're drinking less in January. That's all we're gonna say.
We did. I've drank so much less. I'm not only drinking on weekends.
But he's also been high more.
Good high.
Thank you, Bailey. You said your daughter's watching.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm his wife, and I'm just like, stop talking.
You just had a kid, Bailey, so there's no secrets there.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I did. I've been taking more gummies with very low THC, high CBD. And
is it?
Yeah.
He's been a friggin' zombie.
No.
Yeah.
There's one.
He doesn't say words sometimes.
Until you talk to me. As soon as you talk to me, I'm like, Baba.
That's not true.
Well, then what happened?
You didn't remember the Trebekis being on. You remember watching Pop Culture Jeopardy.
But you know what the best part of it is? I go to bed happy. I wake up happy. I'm not exhausted. I don't feel my skin tone is coming back from drinking less.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I can feel it. I look in the mirror and go, wow, I'm more peachy color than pale white.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I appreciate it because you're less like argumentative.
I mean, less aggressive.
Yeah.
Just in general.
But the funny thing is that like there are certain days where it hits like 11 p.m. and Scooter's a chatty Cathy, and I'm like, I'm freaking exhausted. I actually don't want to have a conversation. I just want to sit here, watch the show, and then go to bed. So there are days when he takes a gummy and he doesn't say any words, and I'm thinking, what's the deal? You're here next to me. We're still sitting together. We're watching the same thing. I'm throwing in words every once in a while. You're not saying anything.
But what's so funny though,
calming.
You know what's so funny is my brain is still going.
Yeah.
Like so fast. Like I have thought about so many good jokes in the last 2 weeks.
Did you write them down?
I forgot about the one from today. because I've been thinking about it since last night.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it since last night, and I remembered it this morning, and I've remembered it all day.
Oh, that's good.
Normally, if I have a few drinks, the joke at night is phenomenal, and the next day I've totally forgotten it.
Well, you think it's phenomenal.
No, but I know it's because I've forgotten it.
Yeah,
And like I only remember
sometimes it
little
wasn't
pieces.
funny.
Because I only remember little pieces.
No, but even when you say, I'm there for the whole joke, sometimes it's just not funny.
Sometimes I'm the joke.
Sometimes it's just not funny.
It had to do with the heater and how it's hot and cold.
Yeah.
Believe me, here's the little hot and cold, and it has to do with your wife. And I'm like, I can do this. This is going to be so good. It's because I have these other ones, and you're like, those, you thought they were pretty good if I work them out.
Yeah.
This other one, same way. Hot and cold.
It's going to be funny.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Okay.
So I'm working on my 5 minutes. I'm actually working on my 5 minutes.
He's going to go live at
comedy.
Log Off. I just know it.
No, I have like a whole page.
Marcy said, oh my gosh, I write down all my jokes so I can remember them. Marcy, I swear, if you don't come visit
No, I'm
us
telling
and
you,
be
but
on the show
Marcy,
and tell us some
if you
jokes,
write them down, so if they're your jokes, if you can find a way to flow into each joke and then they kind of make sense all together, it's a comedy special.
Marcy is one of the like most naturally funny human
Yes.
beings I've ever known in my life.
When was the last time she was here?
It's been a minute. It's got to be at least 5 years.
Yeah, because your sister was here more recently than her.
Yeah.
Well, not
Has
here,
to
but
be.
at the other place.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcy's freaking hilarious.
Because I think it was last time we went down to Old Sac.
You
wasn't
know
it?
what we should do? Marcy should
Wasn't that
come.
the last time she
you
was
guys,
here?
wait. I have
You're
a
not
thought.
listening to me.
No. Marcy and you should
Lord.
both go do the thing at Log Off. Where you both
But that's
go
storytelling.
You could tell
They
jokes.
say it's open mic for storytelling.
But they do. But during the summer, they do an open mic like comedy thing.
Oh, no, it's for music.
No, it's not. They do both. Naomi's baby shower.
Oh, I wasn't there.
That had to have been
Was I here?
Jackie. No, because Jackie's was at the.
I mean,
was in Visalia.
she's got 4 kids, Marcy.
That
Who knows if she's gonna have more?
might have been Alex.
Well, the first baby, that wasn't.
No,
Alex.
I'm saying the baby shower that we had in Sacramento would have been.
Was it
Alex.
at our place? If it was at our place, it was for him.
He's like 9.
It was for Alex
8, I think.
because we had those decorations
Yeah.
up the whole time.
He might be like 8 or 9. So
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
it's been a while. Yeah. No, first baby. Okay, Isla's like 10.
Because
11.
your sister came after that,
Yeah.
a few years after.
Yeah, we saw Leslie after that.
Because
She came
Leslie
to
came
visit for
over and stayed like up late.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was doing. I had to code that night. I stayed up all night so I could hang out
You
with
did.
you and her.
Yep.
You and Leslie. I could hang out with you guys, and you guys went to bed at like 2 or 3. Then I stayed up till like 6 or 7,
Yeah.
finishing.
Oh, that
coding
one thing.
for Geek and Sundry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, good times. Come visit us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We love people. We love you.
I mean, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
I'll stay up 24.
I won't.
I will.
About 2 is where I hit my ceiling.
I would, and you. I mean, no joke. We've said this before. We invited Keith over. Well, we invited everybody over that's in our small group to come over here and be on the podcast. But life gets in the way sometimes too.
Yeah.
So it has to be like planned. Otherwise, Sarah's like, "Oh, I'm not there that week." I was like, "Okay."
It's fair.
No, it just happens, or we're traveling,
Yeah.
or some of that effect. But please come visit. We actually have an extra spare.
Yes.
Extra spare. We have a redundant extra room.
Just
We have a
saying
room.
extra. Why
We have a
is this so many words?
room
All right. Do you have any more shout
with
outs?
a bed.
My dear.
We're at shout outs.
Yep, we were.
Oh.
We've been there for a while. We shout out the Eggers.
Baby.
Bailey, if I'm saying your last name wrong, also you should tell me.
What?
Because I don't know if I say it ever.
What?
If I ever say it right. Eggers. Is it Eagers?
I feel like Eagers needs an A, but it also depends on how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
So I always think it's Eggers.
Me too. But we've never asked,
No.
which is weird.
That's fine. We're American. We pronounce stuff the way we want to.
I don't like that.
Like quesadilla.
Controversy.
Quesadilla.
Don't you dare.
Quesadilla.
Don't you dare.
That's a quesadilla.
And a jalapeno. Don't you dare. Oh,
Chihuahua.
vomit in my mouth.
kind of dog is that?
Okay.
A Chihuahua?
I didn't know that's how you said Chihuahua the first time I read it, so I actually did say Chihuahua because I didn't know that's how you spelled it.
It's an actual place, though.
Yeah, I know, but I also, when I first time I read it, I was like, what's a Chihuahua? They're like, it's a Chihuahua. And I was like, my bad. There's ditziness. It runs in my jeans.
Where? You don't even wear jeans.
Yes, I do.
Boom, boom.
When I have to be an adult. Once
Jeans
a
means you're
year.
an adult.
Yes.
Are they mom jeans?
I mean, yeah, they go up to about here. They keep everything shoved in there. Yeah, they are mom jeans.
Mom jeans.
They're a little loose, so I can still sit in my chair and my crack doesn't show. Definitely mom jeans. And I am all for them.
Do you know all I can think about right now?
The better.
You know, all I can think about is
Jalapenos.
Yeah, embroidery.
Ridiculous.
Get that stuff sewn onto your stuff immediately.
Do you have any more shout outs?
1942.
Don Julio.
Don Julio. It's a very good tequila. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, my other shout out. My other
Road.
shout out. Please. What?
Road.
Oh my God, Road. Yeah, there's two brands right now I have to shout out. Road. Come on, dude. Like when everything went to crap here, like the 2 weeks ago, when everything went to crap, I plugged in a little receiver, put on little lapel mics, and we just went live.
Yeah.
Road, what you're doing is, to me, the level of Apple. It's you plug it in, you turn it on, and it freaking works.
Yeah.
And we're using the mixer that we won. I don't know why you thought our podcast was awesome. But Rode, we won equipment, and the mixer that we're using now, because the other one fried, is because we won it. We submitted our podcast and we won this mixer. So this is a $0 investment. So that's a huge one. But I have to say, wish they would sponsor us too. Is like Via. Come on, dude.
What's Via?
Best gummies.
Oh, geez.
Best gummies. I'm telling you right now, they're consistent. Like if anybody is into CBD or like health or just emotional mental health, CBD and that kind of stuff, you just don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's so consistent. It's insane.
It's true. When he takes one, I know it's going to be a
But
quiet night.
you know exactly how you're going to feel and how the things you're going to react to it every single time.
Yeah.
And that's I have to say that's so hard to find with a gummy.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Just, I'd say those two things. Those are I'm getting shameless plugs for stuff that are not sponsoring us, but
because I will take a gummy on the air if you want to sponsor us.
Let's go.
No,
I have them right here.
No, I said if they want to sponsor us, not just for.
Well, I'll work on that.
Man, I haven't had a gummy in like
5 years.
way longer than that.
Oh, it was last time. I think it was. No, it's been.
If Marcy hasn't been here since Isla was born, it's definitely been longer than 5 years since I had a gummy.
Really? I thought it was the same night that you and I think your brother did one. The same. He just disappeared mentally.
That was freaking hilarious.
I would think that was the same night you took a gummy.
That's been years.
And you threw up.
Did I?
I think you threw up that night, but you didn't throw up because of that. I don't know what it was. It
Yeah.
was a drink.
Probably. I'll do gummies. I remembered a rant I had. It was a travel rant, so sorry.
Rewind.
Anyways, so I will say this. If you are a parent and you're traveling with your child, I understand it's freaking stressful. But you can't just leave your kid. So I was in the San Francisco airport and I was walking around because I had lots of time before my flight. And I'm walking and there's a little kid who had to have been like 2.5, maybe 3 at the most, had a bottle in one hand, just walking by themselves in San Francisco airport at like 10 a.m., just being like, Mom. And I was like, are we not all seeing that there's a child who has like, no one's here? Like, and so I stop and I'm like, I obviously can't move because there's a human who has no one there. There's some people who work for the airline who also stopped and they're like, is no one else seeing that there's a child?
As a parent,
Yeah.
in general,
Yeah.
you can't leave that situation.
No.
I mean, if I always say this. If you're not a sociopath.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a parent. If you're just a human
and
being,
not a sociopath.
you can't move from the situation until you see this kid reconnected with somebody that they know.
Yeah.
And so I didn't realize when I was walking, I saw a lady with like a bunch of stuff with her, and she had like bags and all these things, and she was like headed straight for the gate. So it looked like she was running behind. So it was her. They were running so late that she wanted to tell the gate that they were coming, that she had left her like 2 to 3-year-old just walking by themselves. So that way she could drop off her stuff, come back and get the kid and still make the flight. And I thought, are you out of your effing mind? Like, have you lost your friggin' mind? It was the saddest thing I had ever seen. He was literally just like, Mom. And I was like, oh, my whole being is like crushed for this little kid. And she's just worried about making this friggin' flight. And I was like, ma'am, I feel like they should be like, you're not making this flight at all because you're a terrible human being.
Like, she doesn't deserve the word ma'am.
I know. It hurt my soul. I was just like, what do you mean? And again, I get how much it takes to travel with the kid by yourself. I totally understand.
Yes.
Then show up 3 hours early like everyone else does.
No, it's like everybody does. I was like, well, not everybody. It was like, you've traveled with kids.
Yeah.
I've traveled with kids. I know so many people that travel with children.
Yeah.
My adult children travel with their kids.
Right.
Could you imagine?
No. I couldn't sit and have a conversation with them, and they're like, so we were late for the flight, so I just let them walk until I could get to the flight, and I was going to come back and get them. I'd be like, the F are you saying right now?
You know what you do? You leave your stuff in one spot, run with the kid.
Right.
And my stuff's over there.
Or you know what? You do what Becca does, and you say, you know what? I'm not making the flight. We're not making this.
But if you're making the flight, your first reaction is not your stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it hurt my soul. I didn't
never
like
your
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's your humans first.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Oh.
Stuff is stuff.
Yeah. I didn't like it at all. I was like, no. I hope they tell you can't make the flight because you just left your kid.
Was this in Fresno?
Oddly enough, no. This is San Francisco, which is even, again, the funny thing is, if it was in Fresno.
I was trying to do a dig towards, holy crap. That's freaking insane, is what Marcy commented. And I was like,
Fresno Airport.
Fresno.
The funny thing is, in Fresno, it probably would be easier because it's not so big. It wouldn't have been so weird because it was like not that far.
It's all one big square.
Yes. But in San Francisco is
that's different.
Massive.
Yeah.
Like, if you've never been to the airport, it's like, I wouldn't like losing Scooter in San Francisco airport, let alone being a little kid just walking around.
Left.
He would.
I was like, ooh, what's
coffee?
That? I think I need some coffee. I think I might do that. And I was like, what is that over there?
Didn't like it. I was like, stop. Marcy said she literally could have gone to any closest gate and asked them to call her gate. Literally. She could have done 18 other things.
No, there's.
Oh, you guys, you don't understand. Watching this little kid.
Do you know what she could have done?
Bottle.
Left earlier.
Dude. Again, or been like, you know what, guys, we're not. Because
I have a sister-in-law. You have a sister that, like, guess we're not going on that plane today.
She's like, my luggage went, but here I am.
Yeah, her luggage left, and she was like, we're not going. We didn't make it.
Yeah, that's it. I guess I'm making the next one. Yeah. Or tomorrow.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was my other rant. I want to talk about a couple weeks ago. So I was like, oh, stop. This is awful. Ugh. Anyways. All right. I don't really have any entertainment.
Okay, so we're going to the next segment. You got to tell,
us.
Yeah. So,
did you whistle?
We did the shout out. We went back to rant. Now next segment we're trying to work on is called Entertainment of the Week.
Okay, can I tell my entertainment this week? We're at Costco today.
Costco.
It's gonna be a late episode. We're at Costco today, and as
we started really late, babe.
I know. So there was a guy who was trying to get attention to like his partner or something, and so he whistled.
Oh yeah.
But you know when usually you want to get someone's attention, you make a weird noise, not like a basic whistle. He was like, I was like, who are you?
Or there was somebody else. There was somebody else going, Dad, Dad. I'm like, what? Like, there's so many dads.
Hi, Elwood 76.
Hello, Elwood. Welcome to the
Trying to see
P
what I
to the
said, Eli.
RT.
It's not. It's just
Um,
But yeah,
yeah.
I thought that was odd. I was like, why are you just whistling like
That's
a basic
insane.
whistle? I always go, ham.
Yeah, Ham
no
usually
one's name is
works.
Ham.
Well, my name's not even Ham.
It is.
Maybe I am a little portly. I mean,
Portly
or call me Bacon.
or porkly?
Port. Wow.
Is that what you meant? Porkly?
I said portly.
What does that mean?
Like portly? I thought that meant round.
Is that what it means?
Yeah,
Oh.
not porkly.
My bad. Oh, he's got Eachen and Aiden. Hey.
Who's Elwood then?
Ooh, gamer tag. So that's my guesses.
Incognito.
Oh,
We literally were just talking about you.
I know she texts me. He's got.
Yeah, we literally were just talking about your being away from the little one.
Yeah.
Your first time. How
What's your entertainment this week?
Ow.
Also,
scary that can be
Ugh.
and weird it can be. Like, what do? We don't have a kid. I don't know what to do.
I think I napped. Actually, that's not true. The first time that Elise was with my in-laws at the time, I panicked because my mother-in-law made a joke that I didn't think it was funny, and she literally said that I wasn't getting Lacey back, and it wasn't funny to me because it was like the first time other than my parents, it was the first time I had ever like let her with people that weren't mom, dad, Becca, Naomi, Matthew, and I was like, what do you mean I can't go get her back? I think I cried for like the entire time. And I was like, I actually don't want to hang out with you. I just want my kid back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In-laws.
My in-laws
sketch.
were a little sketch. I mean, that's an understatement. But yeah, I was like, what do you mean I can't have her back? And she's like, she's going to be fine. Go do whatever. You're not getting her back. And I was like, no. Actually, right now. In fact, the day's over. I'm coming to get her now.
I was like,
Not.
lock your doors if you want.
Right. I'm like, I guess
I'm
I'll be
coming.
there
I'm
in
coming
15 minutes. Oh, I know. She said, Nichiren said she wanted to
What'd
cry.
you think? What was
She
it?
said, I wanted to cry
Read
or
it.
something. She said, Wild and Aiden didn't care when we came back. I wanted to cry or something.
No, we mentioned that.
Yeah.
We did mention that, and look back. I mean, watch this back because I had that similar incident when my daughter was a little bit older, and she met me at the car, and at like school, and I lost it. It was the first time I cried picking up my kid.
Yeah.
Dropping your kid off. I always cried. Like it was like because they're like, Dad, where are you going? And I was like, I gotta leave. You're going to school. You're
Or
going to
they say,
daycare.
"Bye."
I gotta go work. This was the first time like that I pulled up and Ariel just got in the car and goes, Hi, Dad. I'm like, what? So I lost my mind. And then Rebecca says, my daughter just slapped me. I'm ready to get out. So again, different,
Yep.
but also Rebecca, that's your second kid.
Yeah.
We're talking
She's
about
also a
first kid.
savage.
First kid is kind of like they're so attached.
Yeah.
And so it's just you don't know what you don't know. And it's your first kid. The second kid is just
So much easier.
I mean
Like mentally wise, it's easier.
we talked I talked about this to Ariel, the same girl that I was talking about when she was little. But her first daughter's first year photos compared to her second daughter's first year photos, completely different.
Yeah.
The other one was like, that's what she wanted to wear on her second one. The first one was like, she's all gussied up and looks pretty and the perfect angles and her face is wiped. The second kid is like, what she wanted to wear. It's a onesie.
Yep. And we've moved on.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. We want it to be perfect. And the cool thing is being super imperfect is what makes it perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so profound.
You should write that down.
No, that's how I live my life. I'm imperfect. Yeah. So entertainment of the week. We're going to talk about what's been really pushing it for you. What's your entertainment of the week?
Oh, I didn't write anything down last week either.
I didn't write down anything because I was doing tech stuff before.
I know, but I thought maybe last week I had written something. So music wise, I have a really good I call it my San Diego walk playlist because I started it last year when I was in San Diego and I just added songs to it as I go.
That's cool. I didn't know you had that. I mean, is it on your Spotify thing?
Yeah. So my San Diego Walk playlist right now is like it's my jam. There's so many good ones on there, and every time I get to one,
Good ones to you.
yeah. I mean, they're good to everybody.
No.
How dare you?
No.
They're good to everybody.
No.
But every time I listen to it, I'm just like, oh, this is a jam. I love it. And it's like a mixture of like old songs and new songs. And I'm like, yes, this is it. And then it's a good like car karaoke playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't make me, because like my running playlist makes me want to run. This one just makes me want to just like dance and sing while I walk.
But only when you're in San Diego.
No. It's good for all places. I just started in San Diego.
Oh.
I need to start another one for like my LA walk playlist.
LA?
Yeah.
San Francisco? About losing your firstborn.
And I think we talked about this, but we're obsessed right now with 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown.
Oh,
I
for sure.
am.
No, you're obsessed. I would, if you weren't obsessed with it, I'd be watching them right now all by myself.
Okay.
I want to watch 8 out of 10 Cats. Have you ever watched 8 out of 10 Cats?
Yes.
Like, have you ever watched Countdown?
Yeah.
So the combination of the two is so good.
It's very British humor. So if you don't like British humor, don't watch it.
Yeah, and if you get offended easy, just don't watch it. Like, grow up.
But it's like taking British humor mixed with like
sexual slander.
I was going to say like all math and English, but okay.
But every joke has innuendos.
Yeah.
And they're very creative. It's creative jokes. It's professional comedians doing.
I actually don't even care about the jokes. I just like the math.
See, I'm the joke. I love the jokes. I mean,
yeah.
Because the jokes are so well articulated and they're so like you can tell what's rehearsed and what's not.
Yeah.
And the parts that are not rehearsed are so funny to me. And then then they have word puzzles and they have math puzzles.
Yes.
I'm like,
I'm so proud I can
stimulates your whole brain.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's one of the best things. And it's hosted by one of my favorite comedians, Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr's fantastic.
Easily one of my favorite comedians out there. So that's been kind of I did finish Secret Level.
You haven't done that yet.
I finished that. That was really, really good. I'm caught up on Cobra Kai.
Congrats.
The rest of the season's coming out this month. So, next month because it's still January.
Yeah, it's still January.
It's been the longest January, 365 days in this month. So those have been kind of my things that I'm kind of like waiting for.
Yeah.
And excited about. And song, realistically, today, actually a song came out and I was like,
oh yeah.
She hasn't listened to it yet, but I told her the premise of it.
Yeah.
There's this band called Bloodywood. Oh my gosh. If you're not a metal person, I apologize, but it's so good. Oh, you getting another shot and a drink?
I was good.
Oh, and a shot and a drink.
Sure.
Thanks, love. Bloodywood. It's they're based out of India. It's based on Bollywood, but they're a metal band. They've only been around 5-6 years and not very popular. But the last song they did was about one of their favorite cities in India, and then the song before this one they released today, and the day was about the song they released was about the spices they use in India and cooking. And I'm like, but it's heavy, like heavy. So these are kind of things that we want to talk about more on our Patreon stuff so that we can actually play the songs. Here we can't because otherwise they just mute everything on YouTube, but we're going to put them on Patreon and talk about them a little bit more. That's one of my big ones. So if you haven't checked out Bloodywood, I don't know why I'm promoting them, but the other one is there's entertainment. It's been really fun chatting with. Okay. She came in kind of hot there. Thanks, babe. So Bailey, Ariel, and myself have been talking about Warped Tour because Warped Tour is coming. We're gonna go to the Long Beach one in the end of July. I think it's the end of July. So they're coming to Long Beach 2 days. Gonna be a concert. So Warped Tour is back. So there's a few people that I'm excited for. Some people that they're excited for. What's and the irony of the whole thing to me is what's funny is they're more excited about kind of the quote unquote retro bands like can't remember their names. But I think Bowling for Soup, are they playing there? But yeah, some of the more like 2000s, 2010s, kind of in that era. I'm actually there's a couple bands that are playing that are been around only the last like 4 or 5 years, like Point North and Fever 333. It's just been fun to see them. They've been announcing like 1 or 2 artists per day as time goes on. Super fun to get into that. So I think 311's gonna be there. Sarah, I played 311 for Sarah, and she's like, it's all right. I'm like, what? I was like, 311. She goes, yeah, I know this song, but nah. I'm like, it's you know how those concerts work. It's like 20, 30 minutes tops.
Way too.
Yeah.
I'd be bored.
So, but yeah, two of my favorite things that I'm gonna go see while we go to Warp Tour is definitely Point North and Fever 333.
You don't know though.
Fever 333 is one of my top because they've been every time I've seen them, and I was like, the energy. I don't know because every time that we go to festivals, I find a new band that I go, wow, they're amazing. Like Set It Off was so good 3 years ago when we saw them. And then the Funeral Portrait this last year, I'm like, what just happened in my life?
Yeah.
So if you want to check out some newer bands, also Set It Off. They've been around for a while, but they're not huge. Yeah. I don't think they're still unsigned.
Oh, crazy.
They're still independent.
They're fantastic.
The Funeral Portrait.
They're good.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Very theatrical and very, very beautifully put together songs.
Yeah. They're fun to watch.
So I was like, yeah, I have a lot of energy. I mean, like, I always watch stuff and listen to stuff.
I forgot a shout out.
Oh, yeah, we're going to rewind again. Shout out.
Eagles are in the Super Bowl, guys.
Like they need a shout out. Oh my God. But you also were for the Commanders.
Okay, that was a very hard game for me to watch because the Commanders haven't made it to the playoffs in 34 years.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. So I was like, yeah, obviously I want you to win, but obviously I don't want you to win because the Eagles are playing against you.
Plus it's mostly rookies anyway. Like Commanders are mostly rookies.
Yeah,
like
they got next year.
80%.
Now they know 80%. How good they are, they got next year.
But now they're going to get cocky. That's how rookies usually get. Second year, they're like, I'm the best. And then either they get injured or traded. That's what I can call it. But Super Bowl is going to be fun. But entertainment, anything else?
We should share our playlist.
Any more? We will through our Patreon.
Okay.
That's all. I talked about that. We can listen to these songs and stuff on our Patreon when we do.
I just meant to share the link to our, in case somebody wants to do a San Diego walk with me.
Oh, but we could do a Sarah and Scooter playlist. That's kind of like both of what you're talking about. It's not just about Sarah.
Nah, it should just be it, Sarah.
Okay.
Do you want advice?
Oh God, no! I was talking about that. I was like, I thought we'll put a Spotify playlist together, but no entertainment of the week for you.
I did. I talked about it.
What?
My San Diego playlist, but
nothing. No artist.
Well, I already talked about Maisie Peters because I'm like obsessed with her at this moment right now.
But anything you're watching, like, are you listening? Shows?
Night Agent's out. Haven't watched it.
The last episode of Trevor Noah's podcast you said was really good.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay. Sorry.
This is entertainment.
All right, shush, I got it now. So
yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry that I could get you to think, and then I need to shush.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
So in the car, I listen to a lot of podcasts. If you what's it called now? Where
I'm not helping you anymore.
Are they now?
You told me to shush.
Wait, don't tell me. Also a good one. But Trevor Noah has a podcast, and his last one, he was in South Africa, and he has 2 of his best friends that he does one with whenever he goes home, and it's just so good. You have to be okay one with South African accent because they're all from South Africa, but also their perspectives and their like how different their lives are is so interesting. Mo Gilligan had a podcast this week, and I normally don't like his podcast because he annoys me, But he had, I'm going to say her last name wrong, Jamil, maybe. And she was on the podcast, and she's from something place. The Good Place? The Good Place. The Good Earth. I think it's The Good Place. He's not going to help me. I'm pretty sure it's The Good Place.
It's a good place.
Yeah. She's British, and she's friggin' hilarious. And if you like British humor, to hear her story on how she came from, like, she was an English teacher to where she ended up being on TV and doing all this stuff is so funny and hilarious. And it's just such a good podcast. Those have been like my two favorite ones this week while I was traveling. I really want to see Trevor Noah's podcast. I've never actually seen his friends. I only listened to it.
Most fun.
I know. Because we were talking about, what's the other girl's name?
The other girl.
Christina Mbakwe Medina.
She's amazing.
Her whole name is like a thing.
No,
to
her
me.
whole presence is a vibe. Like,
She's so
follow
cool.
her on social media.
Yeah.
It's a whole different. She just had her third kid.
Yeah.
And her vibe is so for the people.
Yeah.
And then also I'm a wife
And a mom.
a mom. That's my most. Yeah, that's my priority. But I still am out there fighting for the people and fighting. And I was like,
she has a very interesting outlook on life that's so different because she's very much like, I'm for women and I'm for all these things, but I'm also for being a mom, but I'm also very Christian. So they're like, there's this weird balance of like all these things that I think should. Anyways, if you haven't listened to Trevor Noah's podcast, and it makes you think. There's a couple of ones you're like, this is really boring, but majority of them are really interesting.
They're really
good questions.
No, and some of the guests on there are unknown maybe to most people, but some of them are actually really known. I mean, he's had Idris on there. He's had Kevin Hart on there. Got The Rock on there. He has also had Neil Brennan on there. He's also had his friends from South Africa. Right. He's also had just his other buddies. What's the other guy's name? Josh and
from the Daily
Christina.
Show.
They're like they're like, some of it's just them chatting about stuff. Yeah. So it's really intriguing. So I love podcasts too. I watch most of my entertainment comes from podcasts.
Oh, the other one that I'm really enjoying right now is
they're minor comedy podcasts.
Yeah. Josh Johnson. No, I just said that.
Yeah,
what's his name? Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're here to help.
Yes, we're here to help. One of the funniest podcasts. It's like people write in and they have like really, they need advice, but it's not like real advice.
Like should I leave my wife crap?
It's like, my grandma really wants to be buried in my parents' property next to my dog, our family dog. She didn't even like the dog. What do we do? Because my mom says no, and my grandma says, too bad, put my body there.
And I tell you, if you don't know who Jake Johnson is, like, you are missing out on a extremely hilarious human being.
He's funny.
So some of those are really, really good. Yeah. I watch some of the big ones too. I do watch one of my favorites right now is what is it called? Your Mom's House. Mm-hmm. That one's one of my favorites right now. Yeah. It's what's his name? Tom Segura and his wife.
Lady Segura.
Kaczynski. No, not Kaczynski. Pajitsky. I think it's her last name.
Sounds rough.
Yeah. But yeah, their comedy is just so like, it's like you miss the joke. If you miss the joke, then you're not part of my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's very Shane Gillis level. Like if you didn't get the joke, then you're not on my level of comedy.
Yeah.
And I like fart jokes. I like dick jokes. I like those kind of jokes too, but some of those jokes you're like, oh, okay. I don't even know what he said.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to, it's not intellectual jokes by any means. But those are really funny. He had his mom on there. He moved his mom. Her name is Charo. She's God, what is she?
Can you roll your R?
I thought I did. Did I not? Okay. So I think she's from Chihuahua. Yeah. Let's go there. Let's deep dive into that. Chihuahua.
Funny. Sorry.
So her name's Charo, and I can't remember where she's from, but she speaks Spanish, and so you grew up in a Spanish. He's half whatever she is. But her accent's really thick. But it had her on for a full like hour and a half, 2-hour episode, and she's been taking edibles because she's old. She's like 80. She's like, I'm just gonna live life.
Yeah.
So she drank like 4 coffees while she's on there. She's had edibles, and she has a glass of wine with ice in it. She's refilled a couple times, and it's so funny because she's just being her. She's like, she keeps going, Tommy, that's gross, because he keeps burping or whatever. It's like, stop being respectful. I'm your mom. And then she, and then she goes, hello, governor. Like she's so random. She's very funny. I just feel like those are the kind of people that I really relate to, is like people that can just like sit down. There's no real topic and can just be funny. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite ones. Everything else on that channel is not my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, but that one's really, really good.
Nice. All right. That was entertaining.
They don't tackle anything like Trevor Noah does.
Yeah.
So.
Marcy said, like comedy Reddit. There's one that I follow, and I don't even think I've listened to a whole podcast, but I think it's called Smoosh or Smosh, something like that.
Chahua.
No.
Chahua.
It's Smoosh or Smosh, and it's like Reddit things.
Charo. I said it right.
One more time.
No.
Charo.
I'm a one and done. I'm a one pump chump.
Charo.
One pump.
Ridiculous. Okay, let's advise people.
On what?
Advise me not. Ooh,
that's what happens when you leave Sarah in charge.
I pushed the button.
Yeah, that's fine.
Push the button.
Did you test your buttons before we went live?
I couldn't.
You could have.
The whole system was down.
No, just the cameras.
I think said connection lost multiple times. So, all right, let's drink one more.
Oh, what are we doing? Who's out there? Who's doing a shot? Who's out there drinking? It's a Friday. I haven't drank much at all.
We'll be asleep right after this.
Yeah, maybe. Lunch about. All right.
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Ha! They said we're drinking. I am super excited.
What are you having? Put it on the. If you're drinking,
make a cocktail.
Seriously, make a cocktail. I'm at work. Marcy, so what? Drink. It's fine. There's. Marcy says she's at work. I was like, who cares? Like,
everyone has a flask at work, Marcy.
Like, seriously, it's not heavy machinery. Who cares?
Oh wait. So I'm so excited.
Mike Tyson goes to bed
after.
What does that even mean?
After Rosemary goes to bed. Mike Tyson is Rosemary.
How would I know that?
She talks about how she got slapped by her kid earlier, remember?
Well, it says my daughter slapped me, but I was like...
Dog sniffers, where are you working, Marcy? Ooh,
job.
Okay.
We have dog sniffers at my job?
Scott, what are you drinking?
Oh, no.
He said local IPA. Is it Figueroa Mountain? That's the question. And if it is, which beer? Because your dad always gets us Figueroa Mountain. Are you saying Modelo? Wait, no. That can't be local. What's M Special?
I don't know.
We need more details. Oh, you're
not thinking happening?
A Miller. Ooh, I know.
Great Land Special.
What is that? I'm Googling it for next time I'm there.
We need to know.
So I have a trip planned for work. And
what else is? Let's go down the list here. Like, it's like Great Land Special. It's a local Goleta brewery.
Yep.
Drinking a Miller there. Is it an MGD, Euro? Gotta know.
Do we?
We gotta know.
Okay.
Marcy and then the IRS. Marcy is drinking the IRS.
I feel
sucking them dry.
I feel like if you work for the federal government right now, you can drink whatever you want because you don't know if you're gonna have a job tomorrow.
Oh, Miller Lite. Go MGD. Go hard.
Is it?
As I'm drinking a freaking seltzer.
No. Watch out. Becca, make a cocktail. That's all I'm hearing. Tell Mike Tyson's bedtime.
Or have a cocktail while she's up.
Tell little thug go to bed. Yeah, you've met her. You're special.
Yeah.
So what do you want to advise on? Do you have anything?
No, I have nothing.
Okay.
I mean,
so here's our...
The trauma that I had to do for like an hour and a half.
It's fine. Also, I have to figure out what IPA Scotch drink so I can get some. She knocked my drink over last time. Rebecca said she knocked my drink
Put
over
it in a
last
sippy
time.
cup.
No, because then she'll try to drink it.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will.
No, she won't.
It's abusive over there, she said. Those 2-year-olds are rough.
Are
Is
they?
she 2? No, she's not 2 till April 20th.
Worst aunt
She's
ever.
born on 4/20, which is hilarious. Our
Is it?
little weed baby.
Rosemary. She should we call it what?
Rosebud.
Indica. Rosemary Indica.
She's hilarious. Anyways, we got a message this week. So we've been going to therapy for like not a year, huh?
No.
Like
8 months. 8
Yeah.
months.
And we got a message from our therapist saying, "You guys won. We're out." She said,
you guys won.
she said, "I need to spend more time with my kids and I can no longer be your therapist. But you guys are doing great. And I think it's time for you guys to go into maintenance mode." And we were like, we agree, because when we come in for our weekly, like our bi-weekly meetings, we feel like we're in a good place. We're saying good things. We still like each other. We're not like, I'm not in tears. He's not pissed off. So we're in like a good maintenance mode section. But it's also odd when you're in therapy and like you're in, I don't know. I mean, even in life, when you've left like the craziness and hecticness of like life and kids and work and family and all these things, and now you enter this maintenance mode of like peace and quiet and tranquility. And so I feel like our advisement is talking about us being in maintenance mode. So if you don't know, we have many kids. There's a lot of them and many grandkids. But right now, we only have one kid left in the house. And he's about to hopefully graduate high school. And then we're in this moment of like, we don't have to do homework. We don't have to talk to teachers. We don't have to pick anybody up from anything unless they're like drunk and they need to ride home. But we're like in this weird, like, not just maintenance mode of our like therapy, but also maintenance mode of life. And it's kind of a weird place to be in because we don't want to be complacent, but also like we're in a weird maintenance mode of life. Do you feel that?
You're complacent.
I'm not complacent.
Yeah.
You're like the most high maintenance person I know.
And I'm being complacent these days, and you think that's fun?
You're not. Pardon? I don't think.
Hey,
what
man,
are you talking about?
I almost got 10 seconds in there.
You don't know what complacent means.
No.
You are consistently high maintenance
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm never 100% satisfied.
Right.
Fact.
The moment I'm like, I think this is what he needs to be like happy in life. You're like, just kidding. I want to write a
foosball
book
table.
and make a movie, and I want to redo the whole thing because I thought that it was working.
I still want to make a short film.
This is what I'm saying. And I also want to do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy. You're the most high maintenance person I know.
I want to make an animated series still.
But so, okay, again.
And a comic book.
Again. So let's go back to where I was. We're in a weird maintenance mode.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's weird. It's weird because it's peaceful, but it's also like more work than we realize that it should be.
What is? Maintenance?
Yeah.
Nah.
Because
it's less, it's way less work than it was before. Because
whom? Who? Whom?
For you.
You're just as much maintenance as you've ever been.
Yeah, but I'm not angry about it. I'm not as
true.
I'm not as frustrated and angry about it.
Yeah.
I'm more, well, do something about it.
Yeah. That's fair.
I'm in that mode. I was like, well, if I want to write a book or do a thing or do this, I was like, well, then you got to do something.
Yeah.
So I was like, the things that I've put together, I know you don't see them because they're going to be the best kind of prize, a surprise.
A surprise.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I really have been working on some things in the background.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I just don't want them. I don't want to, because when I divulge them to you and then I don't do them, I feel like I let you down. Yeah.
You did.
Whoa. What?
You will.
How?
You can't tell me you're going to do something and like hype me up and then be like, just kidding.
Oh, you do that to me all of the time.
But that's who I am.
Constantly. You're like, oh my gosh, your favorite band? Oh my gosh.
That's different.
They're in California. They're right down the road. Oh, sorry. That was last week.
That's different.
You do that to me like 6 times a year.
But that's not like me doing things. That's me telling you about things other people are doing. That's completely different.
It is.
But again, I feel like
it's not that different. But
as we age,
I'm going to accept
we're
it.
entering this really weird maintenance phase of our lives to where we and the crazy thing is that like majority of people that we know are like entering the most chaotic point of their lives. And we're going to like, because we started so young.
Yeah.
We are in our maintenance so young, but everyone else is entering like they're chaotic. And
Well,
as we watch it, we're just like, yeah,
I know.
it gets worse.
Because we look at the comments, like look at even the comments that we're sitting in here is like, oh my gosh, I get to drink again because I just had a kid. And I was like, now I can have a shot. I was like, first time,
remember
huh?
that. I remember being
that was
there.
awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so abusive around here. They're knocking over my drinks and they're beating me. I was like, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? You remember, when we were living through that and you were there.
Oh man.
Because Rebecca was there.
She was.
Yeah, but she was like
living her best life.
She was living her best life in the corner. We were like going, oh my God. We were in the chaos mode and she's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? So we get to see everybody else like in their chaos mode.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there like,
I actually find it super like relaxing to watch people in their chaos mode because it's not like everyone I know
they'll get through it.
Yeah, because everyone I know who's in it, I'm like, no, you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be great.
I don't see anybody. I see very few people. I'm not saying anybody. I see very few people who are in the chaos mode who I'm just like super concerned about where their path is going. Everyone else, I'm like, oh no, you're gonna be perfectly fine.
There's a few that we're going, that's just who you are the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like you just love chaos mode.
Yes.
Some people are in a chaos.
They create
season.
the chaos to make more chaos.
Some people are in a chaos season.
Yeah.
Some people it's just like that's been your whole life.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, hey, that's fine.
So it does concern me because you like drama. And it concerns me sometimes that like you're going to want more drama than our wonderful peaceful maintenance mode's going to allow us to be in.
What do you mean?
You
what do you
like
mean by drama?
You like a lot of things happening.
I like never being happy.
Okay, that's crazy.
No, like no. I guess that's the wrong term. Dang. Never being 100% satisfied with everything that I'm doing.
Like things can always get better.
Yeah, I can always do something more.
Yeah.
I can always like if I see something I was like, "Oh, but I could do this."
But that's the concern. So
but the difference is right now in the maintenance mode that we're in, I'm not angry about it.
Right.
I'm not frustrated about it. I'm just like going, "Hey, I can turn that up a notch."
Yeah.
Hey, this could be a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
This could be, that's my mode that I'm at. I'm not like going, this is stupid. It needs to be fixed. I'm not in that mode. I'm in the mode of like, hey, we can make this even a little bit better.
That's why I love when you take your gummies because
I'm not taking my gummy today.
You will. Because it's so nice to be in that moment of like calmness of where it doesn't have to be chaotic. We don't have to keep having conversations and talk about all these things. We can just sit here in silence.
You hear what he's saying?
You don't say any words.
I mean, do you hear the gaslight part of this?
It's not gaslighting.
Oh, it totally is.
No, it's not.
Oh, it totally is. Like,
no.
Like, I hear what you're saying, but you're the crazy one.
What?
So stop talking and we'll be happy.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay.
I'm saying is
be quiet and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's not gaslighting.
There are certain But the way that you said it was making it feel like I should be doing that because I'm doing something wrong.
No.
Okay.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying there's really nice peaceful moments where we both don't say any words.
No, there's really nice peaceful moments when I shut up.
No, it's a combination where we both don't have to say anything. We just sit on the couch and just watch TV.
Because like silence. I mean, realistically, you came home last night.
Fired up.
Yeah, you came in hot.
Yes.
Like, you talked for 3 hours straight.
Yes.
And I was like, this is nice. It's
The
like, I
funny
get
thing
to
is-
hear about her day. I get to do her thing, and I don't have to say anything. I'm consuming it. I was like, every once in a while, I was like, well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, here we go. And I was like,
But if I had to talk to me, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, shut up.
well, then why didn't you shut up?
I couldn't. I had too many vitamin Bs. I couldn't stop myself.
You said you had you said matcha
No,
and vitamin Bs.
I didn't have matcha. It wasn't matcha.
You
It
said
was
caffeine.
Yeah, well, I had black tea. And then I also had a bunch of vitamin Bs.
Okay,
So I was like,
you
pew,
said
pew, pew.
caffeine. I didn't know about the vitamin B also.
Well, it was the Luminate has vitamin Bs in it. So I don't do.
And you took your blood pressure. That's insane.
Yeah, I know I shouldn't have because it was high. I don't do caffeine, like hardly ever. If I travel, I'll have a black tea. And so when I came home yesterday, I was like, listen, I've had black tea, I've had chai tea, I've had B12s. I am ready to go. And he's like, you said a lot of words today. And I said, I know. If I was talking to myself, I'd be annoyed.
Oh, I thought it was nice.
There's a point to this. Maintenance mode. What was the point?
I don't know.
We're in maintenance mode. Our therapist kicked us out.
Oh, come on.
She moved
that's
on.
aggressive. Like, I
And-
feel like she's going to where she needs to be.
No, I'm super excited for her.
I was like,
She's going to be a parent.
yeah, I was
And
like,
that's awesome.
Sometimes it's like,
But we were talking about being in maintenance mode anyways.
yeah, no, we talked about that like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
She was saying, hey, we're getting in.
Yeah.
We're doing well.
Every week we're like, we have good things to say about each other. I'm
Yeah.
not crying. He's not mad. We're in a good place right now.
I cry too. I cry more than you.
That's not true.
What?
No.
You don't know
was
when I
pulling
cry.
tissues. We were there together, except for like 2.
I'm talking in general.
3. You cry a lot.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
literally what
But
I
I
just
cried
said.
in front of her more.
Oh, that counts.
Yeah.
The times I cry by myself, those don't count.
But the question,
Only if it's in front of a therapist. That's when crying counts, guys.
it does count.
Is when you're crying in front of your therapist. If you're not crying in front of your
It doesn't
therapist,
exist.
it doesn't count.
I don't cry ever, unless I'm in front of my therapist.
No.
So, do you feel like do you feel at peace right now? Like, do you feel like you're in a peaceful state?
No.
No? You feel like chaotic still?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, always.
What? I feel like I feel peaceful right now.
Oh, good.
Why do you
But
feel-
chaos is not a bad thing for me though. Like I feel like I'm in a good chaos. Like it's
Do you ever not feel chaotic?
no.
What?
Never.
You don't ever feel like peace and calm,
Hmm.
except when you're asleep. But even then, you don't, because you're in
No.
REM 95%
Yeah,
of the time.
I don't know. I think peace is relative. I feel like I'm at peace.
Do you ever feel like your heart rate gets low, like a calming low?
I can.
Can you?
I don't know. I've tried before and then I have an anxiety attack, but no. No, that's why but I always feel like if I'm going to find a place that I have peace, then I'm not going to get anything done. My creative part of my being, screw my brain, like the creative part of me is part of my being. It just is. So
Okay, I have a question.
yeah.
So I've been looking
So
at
don't
trips.
let me land. Don't
No.
let me explain. Just
So
cut me off.
I have like thoughts of places we can go to visit, because again, we're about to be like empty nesters, and I really want to go to like Bali
Belize.
or Thailand or someplace like really chill. Fiji. Could you do it?
What do you mean?
Where there's like it's super like there's nothing happening.
There's a lot happening.
No.
There's so many stimuli in places that I've never been that I don't think I'd.
Okay, there's no live music, there's no internet. There's just calming water
You know there is.
and there's food.
Look,
That's it.
are we on the ocean?
Or on the water.
Okay, we're on the water.
Yeah.
Are people speaking, having conversation?
Sure.
Are there things going on that I've never experienced before?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, music's happening.
You think you could do it?
Yeah.
Could you do a week in Bali with like nothing, or it's super chill? We just do yoga every day.
Now, why would you do yoga in Bali? That's insane.
No, it's not.
That's insane.
You do yoga and massages.
That's insane.
Why?
That's insane.
That's what they do. I've seen it online. I've seen it on the internet.
Okay. But I was like, that's for white people going to Bali.
Who else goes to Bali?
What?
Fine.
Are white people in Bali?
Yeah.
They live there.
No, they go to visit.
Literally my point.
Belizeans live there.
So the people that live there, that's what they're doing?
No, they're laughing at the white people who are there.
Yes.
Yoga.
Oh, you're not hearing what I'm saying. And I was like, I'm not going to go to Bali to do yoga.
Yes, you are.
Okay. That's insane.
I'll tell you right now, if we go to Bali, we're doing yoga and massages.
We can do yoga and massages at a freaking
in
a studio in all over California
with an elephant.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay,
I'm into that.
Maybe a goat.
Goats are everywhere, but elephants.
That's not true.
Goats are everywhere.
No.
Yeah.
A puppy.
We have what?
Puppy yoga.
You went from elephant to puppy?
They're gonna all be there.
All I'm saying is the culture is already a stimulus to me.
Okay.
And everything that's going on, the people speaking a different language, the people doing, it was like, there's a musicality to different cultures that you don't see unless you're actually there. Screw your YouTube.
Yeah.
Screw your videos. Like once you're there, there's a whole different, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
We'll be stimulated like crazy.
Okay.
Like even we just, it was an English speaking country. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
What are you talking about?
When we went to Scotland and Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't music playing all the time.
But that wasn't chill to me. That wasn't like
Scotland was.
But I mean, it wasn't like the middle of nowhere with like no internet and nobody there. So we were in Edinburgh. It was in the middle of the freaking city.
For a few days. But
I'm talking about like island life where there's no reception and it's just nothing's happening.
Steel drums in the ocean? Hello.
Are you saying you could do that? I don't know if I could, I'll be honest.
This is more of a thing about you.
No.
About me.
I don't think you can.
Okay.
I think you want to believe you can. I think after 2 days you'd be like, so when are we going to go somewhere else?
No.
Okay.
I'd be like, can we go in the water?
Yeah.
Like, can we go in the water and look at the fish? That's what I'd be like. Can we go over to that building? Because look at that thing over there. That's what I would be. I was like, can we walk to that thing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I need to check what?
I don't know. I've seen you here where you're like, my phone, I have no internet for 37 seconds.
But I've also seen you in Scotland and you worked.
Well, because we had to pay for the trip.
Okay. So let me.
I'm
not saying me.
I
think it's more about you.
No, I know I'd have to work. I know I'd have to have internet.
I think it's more about you.
I could find Zen.
I think
I could do yoga and chill at the beach.
You gotta understand. Please understand that my brain and going all this kind of stuff doesn't mean it's a different. That's my piece.
All the chaos.
Well, not all the chaos. Like if it's aggressive chaos or negative chaos, then I'm not at peace. But if the chaos is creative chaos, I'm at peace. Like if I'm thinking about things that I want to write or things I want to say or things that I was like,
yeah,
that's a peaceful part of my brain. I love that part. I feel excited about that part. That gets me up.
Yeah.
If I just think about nothing, then I might as well be dead.
I think about nothing all the time.
That's not true.
I do.
No, you worry about stuff.
No.
If you take the worry out of it, if you actually took the worry out of your life, could you survive?
Yeah.
And do what?
Sleep.
You would just stare at a wall.
Nah.
You took the worry out of your life and the concern about your drive to get stuff done so that you can pay bills and
I think
do
I'd
all
be
the
in better shape.
What?
If I worried less, I think I'd be in better shape.
Okay.
Yeah. Marcy said, my dad's new wife lives in the Philippines. It was like a total culture shock for him. I could imagine.
That'd be beautiful.
I want to go to the Philippines.
I do too.
I think you'd find a new wife in the Philippines.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Also, he's like 5 feet taller than everyone there, which is
That's
good, 'cause
pretty
your
cool.
dad's like 6'3".
That's pretty cool. No, I like being stimulated.
Yeah,
And that's it.
it's fine.
And you like to fidget.
I am a fidgeter. It's fine. All right, go ahead. So that was my whole advice.
I don't even know what it was. What was
We were
the
talking
topic?
about maintenance mode.
Maintenance mode.
We're in maintenance life right now.
Are we?
As weird like grandparents / parents / business owners /
I know.
partners.
And again, not that we're emotionally, what's it called? Unavailable? Not the word. Dissonant? Is that the word?
Sure.
From when somebody says, "Oh, I'm dealing with this," and it was like my first time, huh?
I'm always like, you're gonna get through this.
Mine's
Sucks
like
right now.
Mine's like first time, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, it's not as bad as you. It's not as bad as you are as you think you're experiencing it.
Yeah.
It's
But we
not
can
as
only
bad
say that
as
because we've been through it.
Right.
Because in it, we're like, F this. This is the worst thing
I'm gonna
friggin'
punch
ever.
a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Punch everybody.
No,
I don't like anybody right
what
now.
It was the slap.
Yeah. I'm gonna slap my kid.
I'm gonna
back.
slap everybody and their parents. This
Yeah.
is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it's like,
I forgot to finish my statement
Have at it.
earlier.
I don't know what you're talking
I know.
about.
So I was super excited because for
Good.
like the first time in forever, Bailey and Ariel are going to be together with me at Warp Tour. You know what that means? Tequila.
Yeah, tequila. Warp Tour
Lots
is
and
tequila.
lots of tequila.
Tequila.
I'm super
tequila.
excited.
Ryan will make sure you get your naps.
It'll be fine.
But
Tequila. I'm gonna bring so many tequila samples and so much different kind of tequila. Bailey said party hardy. Oh
no,
Bailey,
it's gonna be good. No, I'm really
going
excited
down
about that.
for real.
That's something I'm pumped about because we got to talk about that. If nobody has, do they still have tickets available?
I don't know.
So go to Long Beach Warp Tour, people. You know why? Because we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be super exciting. I'm super excited about it.
So excited to have
I love it, talking to my babies about music and shows, and it's so fun.
I just want to drink.
It's my highlights.
I want to drink, walk around, have some water, eat some wood-fired pizza. I bet you they have some.
But you're gonna
It's
be
my favorite
so
festival thing of
disappointed
all times. Why?
because you only had it here. This is the only time you had a
If
favorite.
they don't have good wood-fired pizza in Long Beach, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Long Beach.
They should have good food. At least
It's not Sacramento.
it should be better because it's Long Beach. I'll just leave the festival and go to the beach.
You would do that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We paid $1,000 for you to
care.
be there. It was like,
I'm going to the beach.
I'm gonna pay another $1,000 to have some wood-fired pizza on the beach.
Not $1,000. It's $50 per pizza.
I wish that was a joke.
It's not. All right, that's all I got. We've done it. We've kept you guys awake till almost 10 p.m. And thank you so much for all the drama of what our day is.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking with us because we were tardy.
We're gonna do Patreon tomorrow. And Scooter's gonna use bad words. Because that's who he is.
Yeah, so please sign up for that. I will send you out a link as long as I know there's a few people on there. But get on our Patreon, patreon.com/SarenScooter.
Ooh.
It's $2.
Yeah.
That's it. So we can keep it live.
And I will say fudging. Same way I always say it.
We will fudge things.
And the flip.
But
And listen to
we'll
music.
talk about things getting moist.
No, we won't.
Yeah. I'll maybe do my
Disgusting.
5-minute.
Oh, you
I'll
should.
practice
Your
my
5-minute stand up.
I'm not ready yet. I'm about a month away. About a month away.
Gonna be good.
But yeah, if you don't remember Darren Scooter on the Patreon. There's a link in the description.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much. We needed this. And
yeah, we needed it. I was fighting for it. I wasn't gonna give up till I got the cameras rolling.
Yeah.
I really wasn't.
And I was willing to give up whenever.
Yeah, she gave up. She was on the couch.
Like, can I still have tequila today?
She's on the couch chilling.
Yeah.
We will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.
Next
If
Friday.
not, we'll see you next Friday.
Yes, we will. I was like, wait, what's next Friday? Super Bowl weekend.
It's Friday. Next Friday. Good Lord.
Go Birds.
Love you guys. We will see you very soon. Until then, if you're part of our closed circle, please come over, schedule a time. We have extra microphones. I will make sure that they work
Hopefully.
beforehand.
Yeah.
And we'll get you on camera.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about cool stuff. See you soon. Show up in real life.
Bye.